Ryan Jacobs, North Country Union High School, Coach of the Year.
So entering the season, I think all of us seniors can agree that we didn't think we would be contending for the title at the end of the season. The fact that we went from not having high expectations at the beginning of the year to being state champs at the end of the year is in large part to due to Coach Jacobs, and I think that's the reason why he's Coach of the Year.
His coaching just gave our team so much more depth. We had some players that maybe didn't have as much talent, but our coach was so helpful that they could be put in any position because they knew the game of hockey so much better by the end of the year.
You know, I wanted to be able to make a difference, I had coached in Canada before I came to North Country for 2 years, and actually a couple of the kids that I coached were now going to be freshmen, and they had a pure passion for the game and loved it, and I wanted to continue to see those kids grow. And that was my chance to put an impact on young men's lives, and from day one I've tried to do that, and that's the biggest part of why I'm there, is to see kids succeed and push themselves further than they think they can.
So this season especially, he made a few decisions down the stretch that really got us to the finals and won us the finals. For example, against Hartford in the semifinals, something wasn't clicking on offense, and he recognized that after the second period.
I was tired going into the third period, and the whole game I was getting played man-to-man. Couldn't go anywhere without having a guy on my back. So Coach made the change to put Alex Drew and Dawson Cody on the same line.
And that line scored
4 goals.
4 goals in the third period.
And it really opened up the game. Alex was able to get a natural hat trick in that third period. It was an incredible move, the line change. It really punched our ticket into the championship game.
Throughout the year, he kind of shows he's a brick wall. Like, he's stone-faced throughout the whole year, has no expression on his face. He's just he has his business face on. But at the end of each year, especially after the finals, he kind of shows a little emotion. And he actually teared up a little bit during giving his speech at the end of the year after their state championship. And I think that meant a lot to us to see that he cared that much about us.
So obviously I've had the chance to win it as a player and a coach. I think as a coach, it was more enjoyable than as a player. I mean, far different emotions, but I get to see 20 kids' emotions compared to just feel my own. So, to see the hard work that they had put in over those 4 months pay off, was something that I'll never forget.
So at the end of each year, Coach Jacobs kind of holds a banquet, hockey banquet, and he speaks about each individual player. And I think that speaks volumes to how much he cares about each individual player on each team, on our team.
Yeah, it wasn't just the high scorer. It wasn't the team captains that he talked about. He talked about every single person, and I think it showed that he really did have a plan all year for each player and what he wanted them to improve on. So I think that is what helped us win the state championship. It's what gave our team depth. It's what made us all better hockey players.